so fast. Farcical? You think we're farcical? Is he over? There's no way. Hold on. I'm going to jump to this side. If I see him, there's more curtains over here than I thought.
There's no curtain.
You know what? I found him. He's right here. I don't think that was him because he wouldn't run. So somebody is wearing boozy sport jackets. I would assume it was Tango. Get your ass up here! Ladies and gentlemen!
So one of my favorite hobbies at any convention is messing with alkali. So Booth, thank you for your help with that. But
There's no way that was you running. You don't run.
He absolutely did to help.
To help.
But here's what I think to have more fun. I expect they both would have non-reactions, but I think his will win.
What did you do?
I didn't do anything besides look at the program.
Program?
Yes, gentlemen, you have a challenge tonight. Because I've read all about your panels and watched you two tweet each other for a year now. This panel is not marked 18 and over. At least one minor into the room. I badged them.
So my name's Xander the Blue.
I'm Bukage. I still have way more many flasks in my bag.
Should we cancel the hookers?
No. They'll just have to tell G-rated humor. Now if you'll excuse me. So that joke's not gonna work. Guys, welcome to the improperly named now I Comedy Better When I've Had a Few. The smiles we have up here are stapled on. We're terrified right now. So let's start with some clean jokes. So what is it about airline food and taking it into the bathroom and then just, this is gonna get awkward.
Do you want to hear a clean joke?
Sure.
I took a bath. Do you want to hear a cleaner joke?
Sure.
I took one with bubbles.
You want to hear a dirty joke? I've met Bubbles.
Like your mother.
Mommy?
That's right, son.
The only thing you have in common with my mother is breasts. Welcome up to PG-13, we don't know what it means. Oh, hold on. Remember the movie Airplane?
Yes.
Yeah, you guys saw the movie Airplane, right? What's the rating of the movie Airplane? PG. It's not PG-13, it's PG, and there were boobs in that. So we do not have to wear shirts. No. I just remembered, bylaws of MFF, we always have to wear shirts. That's why they don't have a pool at this hotel, because we're here. They said it looked a lot like a beached whale. Like we went in, the water went out, they had to keep us moist. I ate a bucket of chum. I did go to a waterfall. They had a swim-up bar.
No?
They noticed
Were the
that
kids happy to see Shamu?
they fed me tuna. It was fun.
Look, you could tell he was sober though because his hat just did this the whole time. Like the 4 people who saw Blackfish out there understand what I'm talking about.
You weren't at it.
I was not at a quad.
Aquatica. It was the first time I went to like a destination convention. It was at not at a place that had a water park. No, this place is a giant water park. And they told me that I'm like, I'm not much of a swimmer. I know that it has a swim-up bar. I was in my swimsuit, like, yeah, I'll be there. When is it, a month from now? Yeah, I'm just keeping the swimsuit on. So that's it. Who here's been to a swim-up bar? So here's the weird thing about a swim bar. You can't keep it in normal water. Like, you have to have it heated because there's going to be drunk people in there, and you need to kill the bacteria. So if you get drunk enough to feel like major temperature changes, I thought I was in soup. And the bartender, who was a very nice young girl, now, being polite will get you everywhere in this world. And I walked into the swim-up bar. Now, behind the bar is dry. They're just standing behind the dry bar. And I'm noticing that in the pool area, where they would have to get wet to get it, was a bunch of empties. That's not right. So I just took 2 minutes. I walked around. I picked up all the empties. I put it on the bar. She was like, oh my God, it was so nice. No one's ever done that. What can I get for you? Like, just a tequila and soda. And then the angel wings sprouted from her neck. Because a tequila and soda is tequila, soda, lime. She did tequila. Looked at the soda and handed me a lime. I was happy. But I was drunk. Then I thought I was soup.
Drink responsibly.
Know your limit. Also, if you ever get so drunk that you think you're in soup, and the guy next to you in an orange Speedo swims up and you start screaming carrots and celery, now use your imagination to figure out why I thought I was celery. The Speedo was flattering. Guys, we're going to quick do this to start it off. This is a charity panel. There is a lot of you, and there's only one hat. So let's see if this thing gets destroyed this time. And destroyed, I love it. Guys, we do this panel for charity, so from the bottom of our hearts, thank you so much for being here. This room is way more full than I thought it would be. Guys, thank you. Thank you so much for wanting to hear the drunken, the totally sober. Can we do like Saturday morning cartoons? That was
Like you turn the sound up so you don't hear your parents screaming.
Yours were screaming. Mine were screaming very specific words and making a brother. Watch Power Rangers! Go from zero to hero. I don't think that's a Power Rangers theme song. No, no, it's not. I love Power Rangers. I still watch it. You can make change if you steal from the hat. I'm gonna effing kill you. Hey, I stopped myself from saying fucking. I am so sorry, guys.
No, you're not.
My favorite, there's a guy in the audience we're giving to charity. Can I make change? I've got a 1, but I really only want to give a quarter.
I got dragged to church a lot until I learned the word no and also why do I have to listen to you? Which, by the way, if your kids ever learn, wait, why do I have to shoot them? I was the worst. It's like, seriously, like there was a minor in the room, so I'm about to teach you something terrible. I want somebody to give me an answer. Somebody did answer this once, and I laughed at them, and it was bad. Why do you have to listen to your parents? They probably love you enough that they're not going to kick you out. And I realized that. And it got bad. Why do you have to listen to your parents? Yell it out.
Because they love you enough not to kill you.
See, I don't think mine did. I think they were just bad shots.
I'm a parent, and I can say you are vastly overestimating your parents' love. Because like from age 0 to 12, your job is to keep the kids alive. And then from 13 to 18, it's to not fucking kill them in their sleep.
Somebody over here had an answer. Who over here? What was your answer?
Because they can kill you and make another one just like you.
We have an answer! Who here reads The Order of the Stick, one of my favorite webcomics? The Pregnant Ninja. I don't care about killing you. I could just make more of you in my tummy. That was the badass line of the comic.
We have a PG. How many minors are in? Zero. Sit down. I'm like, oh, maybe, because he's standing up and he's like this tall. And then I see who it is.
We never count anything mentally, and we don't even count money mentally.
If we're counting mentally, we're minors. He's like an infant. Literally, his life revolves around drinking stuff and not crapping himself.
I could put booze in a bottle and spill 50% less.
I brought you a sippy cup, you still spilled it.
It was difficult.
It had Thomas the Tank Engine on it.
And I thought I could. And then I squeezed it and it shot up and I thought that was amusing, so I was drinking like this. Which was also kind of dirty, wasn't it?
So is everybody having a good convention? I hate all of you. Let me tell you how my day's gone. I got on a plane in Baltimore. I don't live in Baltimore. There's no reason for me to be in Baltimore except I'm cheap. And the flight was $60 less there. The gentleman who sat next to me was a Catholic bishop. I am not exaggerating. He had a crucifix so large you could have nailed 3 Jewish carpenters to it.
He did a really bad job on that curio and it had to go.
He sat next to me to Detroit. I don't know why the hell I had to go to Detroit. There's no reason to go to Detroit. Nobody wakes up one day and says, I want a nice, relaxing vacation somewhere cultural. Let's go to Detroit. The bishop and I parted ways, and I got on my next plane where they seated me in the best place possible, all the way in the back where the seat doesn't recline, right by the engines and next to the lavatory. And then here came, like, the Flava priest down the aisle again to sit next to me. I invited him to the convention.
Is he here?
No.
He sends all of you his blessings, which we rejected in verse.
I got to this hotel. I went to check in. They said, your room's not ready. This was about 12:30. My room remained not ready at 1:30, 2:30, 3:30, 4:30, up until 5:30 when I walked up and said, I don't know what you're doing. But if somebody killed a hooker in there, just leave it. I want to take a shower. I smell like priest. They did inform me very nicely that at the majority of the panels that I'm going to be participating in with you son of a bitch, I couldn't drink on stage. And they then told me that we couldn't hold the panels in the audience So I'm sober. Yeah.
I am also lying to you. So,
I ended up on this one because he sent me a message on Telegram and said, how many panels do you want to do with me at MFF? And I jokingly responded, all of them. Jokes don't translate well on Telegram. Because I walked in and he handed me an agenda.
a programming guy. I handed. You're programming now. Did you unlock? Don't throw the keys!
Hold on. He's the key master.
I'm the gatekeeper. Do we ever have sex with a dog?
There's a drunk. Nobody tell him I stole that.
Now we just got to hang out with Rick Moranis for a while. Thank you so much for having all the keys. We appreciate it.
Right before this panel, your children, I am so sorry. Remember, my name is Sandra the Blue. That's Xandero.
And I'm Ash.
Well, we're gonna need to open that. I don't know where you're. There's beer here, and it's very good beer, but there's liquor. Yeah. I'm going to keep talking about you opening the damn bottle.
That's not a good topic.
That's a wonderful topic. Fuck these people. I want a drink. Oh.
I got one and I just cut myself. What? I am an adult in some states.
That's terrifying. Uh-oh.
Is it security? And what is that? What is security here? Oh my God! It's something! Ladies and gentlemen, it's right through the door siren!
We're gonna need to
So that reminds me. Now, I know we can't go into the story, but I would love you to just tell the audience, at this last Anthrocon, this last year, what was the best item in Lost and Found? What was that item, my friend?
artificial intelligence.
Now, Uncle Kage sent me a message on my way to the con, and I have a terrible thing. Do not do this, because I think it might be work. I look at my phone while I'm driving. So Uncle Kage almost killed me, because I got the message, Hey, Alkali, where are you at? I'm holding tits right now.
That's just Tuesday night.
That's our college. I guess we're just modeling.
Amateur. Wears glasses.
We are going to get in so much trouble for this.
Oh, definitely. You all better be putting money in that damn hat.
I saw it. It hasn't reached the back of the room yet. I'm kind of terrified.
I have never been invited back to this convention.
Honey, you weren't invited in the first place. You can afford a plane ticket,
No,
which
I can't.
apparently you can't.
I just didn't make it. Let me ask you. You're at what has the possibility of being the new largest furry con in the world. It's Friday night. There are thousands of furries here. There are artists. There are musicians. And you guys said, I want to go watch the two drunk fat guys. You have horrible taste.
I also had horrible taste. It's from burning my taste buds with booze. Is that what all you guys did? All right, we're going to go through a few questions right now. Who in this room, right now, and be honest, is stone cold sober? Very nice, very nice. All right. I said be honest, and I know your old drinking habits. There's no way you've sobered up yet. I've been sober 3 times today. How many times have you drunk? 5. Math is hard. 68% of all statistics are made up on the spot. Abraham Lincoln. All right. We can't just start accrediting random people for random comments because that's already happening to everyone up on this stage and it's getting awkward. I did not know I was one of the 4 doctors that gave the thumbs up to contraceptives. And then I went online and found out I was wrong. And that was on FA. Xander commissions very weird art. Why don't we just start commissioning both of you? It was like, I want Dorsai art out there. And I don't mean like Dorsai art should be amazing, because you guys are all amazing. But we're going to go to the weirdest side of Dorsai. Like, a picture... Don't get ahead of me. A picture of Dorsai right after the idiot leaves operations, just everyone in Dorsai with their head in their hands. And him, just, I don't know, it'll be a 3D animation, just... Because I've heard your stories, and you guys are assholes. Here's the thing, this is my favorite. Guys, if you lose something, go to operations and see if it's been turned in. If you lose a joint,
Let it go.
don't check with operations. Take the loss. There's certain things you don't do. I was at Motor City FurCon. No, Indy FurCon. It was Indy FurCon. And I went into the bathroom. And as I'm standing in there, this kid, and I'm describing him as a kid because he was a kid, just taps me. You know where to get any decent drugs here? I'm the director of finance.
So yes, you did.
It's worse. I turned around and I looked at him and his friend goes, dude, that's the director of finance. And this kid, this drunk high little shit goes, well, that means he knows where to get them cheap. I gave him the joint I stole from the guy from the last joke. I have no idea why any of you are here. We love you too.
My mother said that too. Mama's a liar.
to love you until the day that you even mention a home. That's what my mom taught me. She's like, are you going to take care of me? Like, I know so many homes. She's like, you better be talking about your friends' houses.
I tell my parents I'm going to put them in the best home Medicaid will pay for. They don't think I'm funny. I'm not invited home for Christmas. My kids told me that they're going to spread these peanuts and Hodge for more. We can probably kick their asses, so that's okay.
Hold on. What section of the newspaper? Oh, right. Who gave me this? You're under arrest. Guys, so far, this has been just a wonderful experience of a con. I don't know if you know this. If you look closely, I am no longer the director of a department. I don't have an ear thing. I can hear in stereo. And yes, it's stupid in surround sound here, but I love it.
And if you look closely, I'm not a cheetah.
Guys, I've got to enjoy this con. That's been amazing. Is this what it's like? Alright, see now the problem is I want to start another con just so I can go and enjoy it, but I'm pretty sure that's a vicious circle of money loss and tears. You could start a con. I know a great security expert for you.
Basement Con doesn't have security. Basement Con has one high guy with a mag light.
And he's just
Not
doing
even
a
aware
rating.
he's at a convention. We just found him and gave him the flashlight. Basement Con 2018, entry waives liability. Speaking of liability,
What?
how's those waivers you do? Have you guys heard that one?
I'm an accountant, not a lawyer, leave me alone.
I'm at IFC this year, and I walk into their Nerf fight. Snurf fight.
Okay, so you can correct all my stuff, but you're going to call it a Nerf fight? That's copyright.
Actually, no, we're in fair use. This is part of performance. They can't sue.
I didn't know that. I can say whatever I want. I love you. Thanks, Santa.
They hand me a liability waiver when I walk in the room, and they say, sign this, and I go, hell no. They go, you have to sign it to remain in the room. I said, I'm not signing anything without reading it. And I start reading it, and I say, okay, I'll sign it. That's not a good sign. They go, oh, okay, and hand me a pen. I don't sign it. I start correcting it.
It was a good way.
It was a wonderful waiver for 2015, which is what you were waiving liability for. This was last year.
I'm an accountant, and apparently numbers are hard.
But the best part is I mark it up. And I do a real quick markup, just jokingly hand it back to the guys. And I go, I'm going to go to con ops and I'm going to give Panda shit. Because that's what I do. You invite me into your house, I piss on it, and then I laugh at you.
Oh, you're that cat that you brought into your own house.
I walk into the con ops to say something, and here's what I hear from the radio on con ops. Shh. Yeah, we've already corrected. We have the right dates in, and we've checked out that other part that he marked. And I realize I've created a crisis. They are now going around Snurf Wars trying to correct waivers.
Could you please re-sign this? Bam! You already got injured. I'll sign it for you. Because I'm sure that's how it works.
He runs into me in the hall 20 minutes later, looks at me and just goes, and walks off.
You'll hear us talking a lot about like the chairman walk, the chairman fingers. There's a board of directors walk and a board of directors fingers too when you know you done did screw up. I printed 500 waivers, all with the wrong date on them. I done did screw up. And my buddy is the one who found it. Which raised two questions. One, why would you do that to me? But two, and more importantly, why was he the first one to notice? Because it was like 120 in. You guys don't read crap, do you?
Or they did notice, and they went, huh, this is waving shit for 2007, or 2015, I'm gonna sign it. And then I'm gonna break both of my legs. And then I'm going to Hawaii.
How many referrals did you get that weekend?
25.
Oh, boy. Will you take a bag? I broke it. Hold on. No, oh, thank you. It turns out Mackie was just sick of listening to me say that. I hear him all the time at home. I don't want to hear his crap now. By the way, guys, let's give it up for our unbelievable AV team over there. I might call them out by name, but I can't actually see them. Oh, that's actually sad. Oh, that's totally okay. Guys, our charity did have to leave for the night. From what I understand, this was told to me earlier, they loved you guys so much that they needed a drink. And don't take that as an insult, because seriously, I've seen what we're going to call the money tub. Because when you're MFF, you just put it in a tub. Because people rolling around in money, cute. Puppies rolling around in money. I'm a Jew, and there is definitely a drop down on FA for that. So they send the best regards, but they could not be here tonight. So we're going to just have to tell them later how much this one raised. Everyone, that sound good? Oh, tell them with money, but also don't forget one thing. We succeeded at, I think, we're probably at 50-50 at MFF. Guys, don't forget, the best feeling in the world is making them sons of bitches cry. Let's make them cry, boys.
Where's the hat? Okay, you see, let me just tell you, this ain't no lawyer, because you guys are passing a hat full of cash around, and there's money still in it. I haven't got to you yet. Yeah, I sit here and I go, if that hat came by me with $1,000 in it, that's $1,000 you're gonna watch a fat man in a sports coat run out with. Where's he at? He said he was going to Boys Town with the hat. We haven't seen him since.
Actually, I want to see that level of income. It's like, how much money do you have? Like, oh, I have a pocket full of money. I have a top hat full of charity. Right this way, Mr. S himself is waiting for you. I think it's Mr. S, right? Mr. S? Oh, God. Who the hell watched that show? You guys are awesome.
Doesn't that really just be like a storage for money?
My top hat?
How much money do you want? Do you want 1 bundle, 2 bundles, 3 bundles? I want a top hat. Of pennies.
A top hat of pennies?
I wasn't referring to a TV show, I was referring to a store.
Oh, that is the name of the store. You're a pervert.
Like the one guy. Call me later.
Honey, we knew you were a pervert when you started saying San Francisco.
I love Chicago. So it has been so long since I've been here. One of the first times I came to Chicago, as an adult, I was with a group of guys that I went to high school with, and we went to a baseball game at Wrigley, and then afterwards we promptly got lost in Chicago. There's nearly a town around that field. And we ended up in it, and we saw it was dollar beer. It was dollar beer at this point. So it's myself and 2 of my friends. We walk in, we sit down, we're young and strapping men because I used to be attractive. And we're sitting at the bar ordering beer after beer after beer after beer, and my buddy at the end of the bar looks over and goes, "There are not very many women here." And I look around and I go, "There are no women in here."
What about her?
No. And my friend Eric, no shit, looks over and goes, "Those dudes are kissing." you don't know a lot, maybe you're not thinking about a lot of things yourself, you figure your stuff out, that's a scary situation to be in, but not for us because we made the right decision. We sat there for 2 seconds, looked around, went, $1 bill's still, that's a good deal. Maybe they'll buy us one. I'm glad to announce that Eric and Coleman have been happily married. Actually, no, one of them's a preacher. And the other one disappeared into Peru like 8 years ago. We have no clue if he's even alive. I assume he is. Because I get Facebook messages from him every now and again.
Passwords are easy to have.
Yeah, but for all I know, that's like one really talented llama. Who just found like his set computer on the mountainside.
Gotta keep up with his family. You had an interesting drinking story involving a motorcycle.
Drink responsibly. You have a drinking story involving a motor vehicle. Which story?
That's one of the reasons I love this. It's like, oh man, do you remember that time that you punched the kid? Like, which time? The time that you punched him in his face. Keep going. He was 6'4", had an eye patch. Keep going. How many 6'4" eye patch guys? 3. Was it the same guy? Not at first. Would you like to tell them about your incident?
All right. After my first tour now, they give you a couple of weeks off. You can go anywhere you want. And making a long story short, I chose Hong Kong. I'd never been there. So, landed in Hong Kong, and what's the first thing a military guy does when he lands in the United States? First thing you do is you go out and find a bar. Well, as things go, the next thing I remember is being awoken by a very large SP in the local jail. And they dragged me off into court. And it's Hong Kong. This is still under English rule. And you've got the guy in the black choir robe with white wig. And he looks down at me and he says, "Son, do you know what he did?" "No, sir, I can honestly say I do not have a clue." "Well then, let me apprise you. You were picked up in a hotel, okay, for stealing a motorcycle, riding it up 5 flights of stairs because they wouldn't let you take it up in the elevator, and then not turning it back to the police when they knocked on your door. What do you think we should do with you?" Well, we had a chat with me and the guys in the back, and we're just going to send you back to Nam. Okay, we're going to cancel the rest of your leave and let your commanding officer take care of it. Please throw me back in jail. I spent the rest of my 4 weeks of leave basically on KP and latrine duty after I got back to Nam.
And what did you learn?
Stay on the first floor next time.
Always ask for a first floor room. It helps if you're stealing motorcycles.
Yeah, but riding them up the stairs is a lot of fun.
You learned nothing! Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you learned it was really fun. Thanks. How do you ride a motorcycle upstairs? Don't you just fall backwards?
No, you lean over the handlebars.
It worries me that you are good at this.
It worries me that you're going to get drunk tonight and try to do it here.
My wife took my keys.
We're stealing a
Where's
motorcycle. Yeah, how freaking great would that be? It's like after all these years, after all this bullshit we do, I'm kicked out of the fandom for stealing a motorcycle tonight. Like, yeah, that was just the final straw. It's like, really? teaching a bunch of 13-year-olds how to mix cocktails wasn't the final straw. And I really hope no one knew about that story before I just drunkenly mentioned it. By the way, they turned out to be incredible mixologists, and I should be in jail. They mixed a mighty fine rum. My family
Miss
are
Tina, I feel like I can be convicted just for sitting next to him.
No, it's actually, that's a semi-true story. It wasn't me. It's from my buddy's wedding.
Your buddy was 13?
Yours aren't?
This is not Cards Against Humanity. Shock value doesn't belong here. So we're doing this wedding, and my buddy warned me. He's like, hey, my dad's side of the family, we're gonna die. That's a good warning. Like, yeah, just like watch out. And I realized what he meant when 5 minutes in I overheard this conversation at the open bar. I'd like a shot of rum. Oh, we don't do shots here. Opened his wallet, pulled out a $100 bill. Do you do shots now? Bartender with it, sir, I can't. Pull out another 100. Do you do shots now? The guy goes, I'll do it for you. And he goes, I don't think you understand, son. Do you do shots now? So $300 and this bartender's like, yes. Because he's not stupid. So I watched him take this. Now he has glasses, he's pouring shots into glasses. Until 3 people later, his sister, so John's aunt, gets up there and goes, I need 7 rum and cokes. He's like, well, we really only do 2 drinks. She goes, I have 5 very annoying kids and a deadbeat husband. I need 7 rum and cokes. He's like, ma'am, I cannot. And she pulls out a $100 bill. And I watched this, and I'm like, oh, I'm in the wrong family. So this started the night. Now let's go to the first dance, where in the wedding video, and I shit you not, there is my buddy and his wife having their first dance to a beautiful slow song, and a 13-year-old boy pole dancing in the background of what should have been pipe and drape set. So, to calm him down, apparently their mother, the woman, started bringing drinks over to the table and giving them an impromptu mixology class because mommy was tired. And I'm not kidding. That kid could mix one hell of a martini. You had to, I mean, I love 13-year-old scotch. Technically, that was 13-year-old martini.
Sometimes you have to do shit like that as a parent.
That's an okay thing.
Look, when my middle children were babies, they're twins, I fell asleep on the couch one night. And I woke up to my son holding a sippy cup, naked except for a diaper, at 3 a.m., screaming at the top of his lungs at the television set. I know that look. That's the look of a drunk person in my family. So I said, what did you give him? He wouldn't go to sleep, so I put a little bit of whiskey in his Coke. That's not bad. You can give kids a little bit of whiskey for gum pain, but what is a little whiskey? According to his mother, about 3 shots. And she told me that, and I said, A, that's called a hot toddy. B, we're going to prison. And as a parent, you find yourself repeating the words, oh my God, I'm going to jail on a pretty regular basis. I came home one day, black eye on my partner. What happened? The kids were coming down the slide, and one of them came down too fast behind the other and pushed them. And when he pushed them, it kicked them off and whacked me in the face and gave me a black eye. And he started laughing, and I went, I'm going to jail. No one will ever believe that.
as kids would believe that.
So,
There's a 20 on the floor. It's not mine.
I know it never.
Yeah, okay.
That's, I have other charity money in my pocket. Like, guys, this, what? Oh. Like, are you going to take my charity money? I don't know if you guys know this, I was a kid once. Yeah, I just kicked all my classes. I did not start drinking until I was older. No, believe it or not, I did not like alcohol. And here's the story of why. Not my mother, but my grandmother. Oh my God, could she cook? Just like most grandmothers, oh my God. Also, she took Julia Childs to heart because there was no dish that didn't have alcohol in it. Now, she shopped at a Polish store, which I'm pretty sure was called Illegal Drug Site Number 1. She found items in this store that does not exist ever again. She found peach ice cream, avocado ice cream. This was before hippies, by the way. We don't know where, like sherbets and weird stuff, and blank brand blank. In this case, it was a cooking bottle of tequila brand tequila. Now you can find these, they're very rare, we don't know who makes them, I think it's the devil. But they are wine brand wine, rum brand rum, tequila brand, they are cooking alcohol. Now, I have learned throughout the years, you do not cook with anything that you wouldn't drink. She did not learn that. Because she had tequila brand tequila. And I thought, my friends don't think I'm a total badass. What do I need to do? Steal booze from my parents. Because, like your daughter, I also could pick locks. Except, you know how when you play D&D and you roll a lockpick check, there's a chance of rolling a 1? The front of the liquor cabinet was glass. That was past tense. Because apparently, if you lean on the glass to pick the lock, you break the glass.
Makes it easier to lose out.
It really does! So like, why did I ever bother learning to pick locks? I'll just breaking and entering. And I grabbed the first bottle I saw for me and my friends. Tequila brand tequila. Now allow me to describe to you the flavor profile. I want you to imagine a bowl of diapers. Now pour hydrochloric acid in there and pee on it. Now take your tongue and just do this. Then smear it on your face because you will smell and taste it forever. If I go out and smell something that's even remotely like it, I start to gag. And that was my first experience with booze. And I realized adults are fucking stupid. Because it was firewater and burning. And I later found out, basically, if not cooked, poison. Because tequila brand tequila, or most cooking alcohols, basically means we didn't try. Tequila brand tequila is an agave plant that they left sitting outside the factory, and then they remembered they had it and bottled it. And it hurt. I didn't like it.
My first experience with tequila, not drinking, just tequila.
Just tequila.
1 week after I got out of basic, I had to go, I was on my way to Fort St. Houston for medical training. And we had a dog. And the guy said, hey, we're close to Mexico, why don't we go? So, we go across the border. Come to the course, it's a bar. And
They're good at that.
we can find it anywhere. Anyway, tequila in this particular area came in these little 8 8-ounce Coke bottles. Anybody here old, about myself old enough to remember those? Yeah, probably not. Anyway,
They still
little
exist.
8-ounce bottles of tequila. Straight tequila, still got the worm in the bottle. And so we drank it. You're right. Tastes like cat puke, but okay, we drank it. Didn't seem so bad. Second one went down easy too. Third one, well, we were starting to feel a little bit. Fourth one, well, after you've drunk 4 8-ounce bottles, you usually have to go to the loo. That is the last thing I remember until I woke up in jail.
How many of your stories end with, and then I woke up in jail?
Almost all of them.
The better question, I'm sorry, how many of yours don't?
Almost all of them. Most of mine end up with me saying, where are my pants?
Would you like to tell the story of Where Are My Pants?
Oh, shit.
Please tell me.
It's my tequila story too, appropriately.
Appropriate.
You guys know, like, the 5 questions you ask after drinking tequila, right? When you wake up the next morning. Where am I? How did I get here? Where are my pants? How did they get there? Who the fuck are you? Before I was a respectable lawyer, I worked on boats, and when I worked on boats, we would go up the hill to drink. And out the hill there's the river, and then there's a levee wall, and then right up there is where all the cheap bars were, where they tried to get all the guys from boats to come and drink, and it worked. I was working a cruise, we pulled in, it was maybe about 11:30 New Year's Eve. All of my friends are at the bar up the hill, and I go, I'm going to be drunk for New Year's. I get there at 11:50 p.m. I walked up to the bar and I said, I'm going to be drunk for New Year's. Give me 10 shots of tequila. The bartender pours 10 shots and says, do you need a tray for them? I say, no, these are for me. And then in 10 minutes, I did 10 shots of tequila. Now, you're clapping. Let me tell you the rest of the story. Here's the good thing about 10 shots of tequila. You will be drunk for midnight on New Year's. The balloons will drop. You will kiss somebody. You will sing Auld Lang Syne. And then everything will go dark. Because when you drink 10 shots at once, they hit you at once. So here's my remembrance of that evening. 10 shots. Should old acquaintance be for wake up naked in the back of a coffee shop. When I black out, I have 3 types of distinct blackouts. I have the asshole blackout, and that is where throughout the day bits and pieces of the evening begin reconstructing themselves and I remember what happened. I have the merciful blackout, and that's where I remember absolutely nothing about the night before. Then I have like the Vietnam flashback background, where like I remember nothing, and then I go out for Chinese food to blow my stomach, and as I'm looking at the dish, like I get the 1,000-yard stare, go, there was a Chinese guy there. And parts start coming back to me on and on. But luckily this was a merciful blackout, however I was out with my friends, and they fucking hate me. So they were more than happy to fill me in with the parts of the evening they were present for. Apparently at some point around 12:02 on New Year's, my friend Travis was talking to a very nice person he'd like to take home when I came up, missing my shirt, and went, Travis! And ran out the door of the bar into the street. At which point he turned to the person and said, here's my phone number, I have to go, that's my friend and he's going to die. They then proceeded to go to every bar on the street to ask if I had been there. Most of the bars say, not for long he wasn't. I wake up the next morning behind the coffee shop, sans all of my clothing. I'm not saying I was naked as in I was missing a shirt or I was missing my pants. I mean, I was nude. I had to walk a block to a payphone and call someone. This was not a pleasant experience. About a week later, I walked into that coffee shop on my way to the boat to get a cup on the way in. And when I walked through the door, 3 different people turned around and went, "Oh, it's you." And I went, "I don't want to know." And left immediately. I still don't know what the fuck I did from 12:02 to 4:05 that New Year's. But I'm pretty sure that somewhere there's a family story that starts with, "I met your mother when a nude fat man ran by me." On New Year's Day.
Oh, acquaintance me forgot.
Come on. No, actually, that really pissed me off because it was a full uniform and I had to pay the boat for it. Yeah. This was the same boat that was so close to the bars that I would make like decisions while standing there. Do I want to go home or do I want to go to work and sleep there? I used to go to work and sleep there. Pardon? I called my friend Travis.
Travis, and
his reaction was, "Oh, you didn't die."
we're tracing the call. It's coming from inside the house. We have an old college tradition. It's called the hunt. I don't know who came up with this, but they have a death wish. Because what it was, we had exactly 15 bars on campus. Now, none of them were, a few of them were right next to each other, but for the most part, you're talking about going from edge of the campus to edge of the campus to get these bars. And the hunt was simple. To play the hunt, you first gave money. You guys all know how that part works. You gave $40 to pray. And once I was praying, and they were scared. Because here's how the hunt works. The prey gets all of the money, $40 per person playing. I want to say we had, let's say, 10 people playing. I was happy. And the prey goes to a bar somewhere on campus with $400. That happens at the top of the hour. So at 4 o'clock, I left the apartment, and all my friends sat there and drank all of my booze. Now you have to understand, they drank all of my booze because they knew I was going to win. Because here's how the game works. I have half an hour before they can follow me. I go to a bar, and I start spending their money on drinks, but only for myself. I can't just buy the bar drinks. And then they come out and they hunt. They go to a bar, but they cannot leave that bar until they walk up to the bar, make sure I am not there, reach into their pocket, pull out an index card, and that is the drink they must order and finish for themselves. Then they can leave that bar and go to the next one. The goal is to find me before I spend all of their money. And once they sit down next to me, I buy the rounds and I buy it for other people. The goal is to get to me before I spend all their money. I'm an alcoholic. Now I wouldn't be rude. I would never be that guy. I didn't buy top shelf stuff. I started buying tequila. And then realized how fast I could drink tequila. And money was disappearing. And the gentleman sitting next to me at the bar was like, "Are you okay?" "Well, allow me to explain to you a game." And I explained the game to him. He goes, "That's awesome. Let me buy you a drink." That sounds wonderful. So he bought me a drink, which I went, "Salute," and forgot that not every drink is a My first friend showed up, and this was his description. I knew I was at the right place. Because the entire bar was empty of people, and there were 15 people standing around someone at the bar chanting, drink, 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 drink. And the bartender had left. Now, I was not drunk enough to know this. The reason I went to that bar is my buddy was bartending that day, and none of my friends knew that. And I got so drunk. He was like, you know what? I need to use the can. Just make yourself a drink. He's not a good friend. And apparently, and I don't quite remember this, but apparently the drink was a bottle of tequila because, and I quote, I really like the sound horse spouts make. So my first friend walks into the bar and screams at a crowd of 15 people, if you spent all of that, you're dead! And I reached into my pocket and pulled out a huge wad of money, and he took one look at me and looked at the watch like, what did you do? Grabbed the money and started counting as people are laughing. He's like, did you motherfuckers all buy him a drink? Apparently I was telling stories behind the bar and refused to relinquish it back to my friend, who was now basically a patron. I continued as the bartender for the rest of the night under one condition. All the money went to the bar, because that's the only way he was ever going to explain this to anyone. And the only bad thing I did that night, and this is why they asked me to leave politely, and all my friends helped, I had trouble opening a bottle. So I did the only thing I could think of. That doesn't work.
First here.
At all. Hurt my hand pretty good. And then I left. I like drinking.
Once again, drink responsibly.
And don't play the hunt.
What's that for?
I got in trouble there. I didn't have to. Let's just say it's a northern campus in Illinois. Your Honor, he specifically said a random northern Illinois campus.
I want to point out, MFF's legal counsel gave me this today.
Dude, that means you're con-chairman.
I don't give a shit what anyone else does for me. This is the best thing to come out of the fucking furry Nazis. I have a squeaky mallet. It gets better. It's a whistle. This is going everywhere with me. I'll be in court. Objection! Overruled.
Sir, please stop using the squeaky bell.
I'll have order in this panel room. Say what? I didn't go. They gave it to me.
The board of directors of MFF.
Like the lawyer for this convention walked up and said, I want to give you this. Awesome. I did. That's not a sense of humor. Every lawyer does that. I'm wearing Depends right now.
Always.
Crinkle, crinkle. You motherfuckers didn't know I knew about this shit, did you? It's been 8 months. I know everything.
Learning about the furry fandom has 3 scenarios. interviews. One. What an open and kind group. I cannot wait to go to a convention to meet these people. This is unbelievable. This is my family. And a majority of us fall into that group. And then there's number 2. Oh, look. My parents are out of the house and I have access to the internet. And all of a sudden, Darkwing Duck is hot. That's 2. But then, now here's the rare one. 3. Because sometimes you're old and you're on AOL chat rooms. Having sex with a gentleman who's a very good writer. And he turns into a werewolf. And when he's done, he's got to go, dude, that was legitimately amazing. He goes, have you heard of Birdie? And the rabbit hole, like yours, opens.
You just made furries sound like cyber Jehovah's Witnesses.
We're not allowed blood transfusions, only cum. I am sorry, I try as hard as I can not to make fun of religion. That is not a jab at religion. If you guys want to believe in weird stuff, we're furries, we already do.
I want to see somebody hand that isn't their religion now. You've lost a lot of blood. Put the bad dragon loop in me.
Doctor, what type is this? Oh,
we blew that PG rating out of the fucking water. The good thing is that I love it because I said, are there any minors in here? Like, nobody raised their hands, but then, like, very fucking clearly, like, half the way in, I watched 2 younger people stand up and walk the fuck out. I'm thinking, oh, that is for the best. Those poor children don't need. I'm at Tiny Paws this year. I'm up there. They say it's a G-rated convention. I start dropping F-bombs in the middle of an actual intellectual academic panel on law. I'm like, fucking this, fucking that. About halfway through, I go, are there any kids in the room? I should really watch myself. And they go, yeah, there's kids at that table. And I look over and I go, those are my kids. They're used to me being like this. Fucking my cute little innocent-looking daughter there is flipping people off behind her. Like, stop that where they can see it. No, sweetie, we don't call them an asshole to their face. We wait until they leave. Now go love Grandma.
say it again?
I said, do you want to work security with us next year?
Yes.
Actually, that's terrifying. A lawyer on security? Like, yeah, you can punch her. Are you kidding me?
That's his face.
I wish I was.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to stop him.
Thank you. So you can't see the truth, bro. What? I know what I look like. It's terrible. Xander asked me right before the convention, he's like, you want a haircut? I'm like, nah, that loses half my jokes then. Are you looking at messages from your children?
No, I'm looking at messages from my partner. The first message is, oh my god, I just looked at the credit card statement. And this is where I turn the phone off. This week.
I gave you right now. Oh, it's a cute.
Well,
Ladies and gentlemen, from Save the Vet, one of our greatest charities of all time! All right, can I get a Now, these gentlemen came to MFF first time as a charity. I'm going to really quick, just to start it off. Oh yeah, don't worry. Most of the story's about him. We're just going to start it off about you. Would you tell the audience what you were feeling, what the impression was when you found out that MFF had invited you and was going to be going on? Oh, it wasn't you. It was, I don't remember who it was, to be honest with you. Guys, at this point, guys, if there is a minor in the
11 o'clock, we're good.
I'm so sorry. You give it up.
When I was told that we got invited to this, the only thing I knew about the furry fandom was a really, really bad CSI episode. I said, there is no fucking way we are doing this.
All right. So that gives you an idea of how this all started. But you know what? MFF is professionals. MFF has some of the best board members on the planet. They went to them, they explained to them what was going to happen, and I'd like to believe that MFF and nothing else changed their minds. So like, you know what? We got to give them a chance. And then the call went over the radio. And then the call went over the radio. So, it's night 2. These guys have gotten to know the furries. And guys, if you ever get to know a charity, if you ever get to really find out what's going on, it doesn't matter what they're here for, because MFF hold conventions, they find the worthy charities, they find the ones that not only could use the money, but are really helping to make the world a better place for animals. And it took them about half a day to figure out that that is what we are here for. Look out into this room right now, and I'm going to prove this by this story. And guys, once again, I always say this, if you can give. If you can't give, we are furries. Guys, your friends are going to take care of it. Don't worry and enjoy the show. We're going to throw this out here one more time to end the show. We have a few more stories, but I have to tell the story.
That wasn't me. That was one of the other guys I brought. I
thought it was you this whole time. Oh, I'm still going to say it's you. Yes.
I can hold my liquor.
It wasn't me.
It wasn't you.
It was not me.
All right, so
I just realized.
they started having fun. They started having a lot of fun. In fact, I found them in the front row at one of the shows. And I brought them scotch. I brought them tequila. And they brought me smiles. But I've made the charity smile. Note to self, more booze.
My wife has never grown up from drinking before. A couple hours with this gentleman right here, she puked all over the garage.
Well, now, Saturday night. There is no more of we're worried about being here. They are part of our community. They have realized that and they are embracing it. But what is being part of our community all about? Giving, charity, being wonderful people, drinking. Uh-oh. This is the call that came out, thank you, over the radio. This is security to charity? I've been doing this a long time. Never have I heard security call for charity. I'm interested and turned up my radio. This is charity, go ahead. We've got a half-naked charity bear laying on the info desk. Please advise. No,
It was one of our volunteers.
G-Skinny, you weren't the charity bear? Shocking. One of their volunteers had realized what a wonderful group we were, exposed himself as being appreciative of the community, me, and what do you guys do when somebody shows us appreciation? You fuck them up. Apparently, there was a line of people and you guys were playing one of my favorite drinking games. It's called Drink the Drink. There are 2 rules to Drink the Drink. 1, you need to know the person's name. 2, you must tell them to drink. Observe, boozy, drink. Sorry, we're playing the game now. It doesn't matter, you're playing the game now. I don't know, but you're getting coffee.
John's the man around here.
So, did you just say Puff Puff Give?
Wrong
Get you a
game.
card.
I love our charities.
I want to point out, nobody on this stage has self-preservation. Somebody literally just put a bottle of stuff on the stage and we're drinking it. We have no clue what's in that.
Boozy, you're off a little bit there. We totally have self-preservation. That might be formaldehyde. Oh, okay, good move. He's a smart one. Well,
I don't
we
know. I'm
had
gonna hold on to
a
that.
half-naked charity bear laying on the, and I had to see this. So I ran. Now you guys have known me for a while. If you see me running in the hallway, I'm late for a panel. Not this time. I wanted to see the half-naked charity bear. And there he was, sprawled out on the info desk in his boxers, singing Come Sail Away. I don't think he started the song, but like Eric Cartman, somebody else did and he had to finish it. This is security to charity. Please advise, what do we do with this charity bear? This is charity. I don't know. This is Uncle Ida, the charity. I'm here with charity. Do something. So I gave him another drink.
You're an enabler.
I'm an asshole.
I'm not an asshole. I'm the asshole.
I took this certain charity bear, I put him to bed, I pulled his pants off, I pulled his boots off, I said, stay here.
You had me right up to the part where you were told to stay.
No, he didn't listen, because this was the next call. This is security to, I don't know. He's back. Guys, one of my favorite moments in any convention. This is Conchair to security. Security go. Is he okay? Yeah, he's fine. Keep an eye on him. We get 5 yen. Oh, it's a renminbi. 5 renminbi. This is half a cent. All the angels, my friend.
So after the charity bear was found leaning on the information desk, he disappeared. And there were radio calls of, we have to find him. So security, our security is looking for them, hotel security is looking for them, our hotel team is looking for them. Whoever would find them was looking for him. About 40 minutes later, we found him passed out in a stairwell in the end of the hallway in executive wing, up on the side there where the suites are. Literally curled up on the cement stairs around a pole. And we had to actually, he was not a small gentleman, so we're like, we have to move him. And he's really happy. So it took 3 people to get him off of the stairs onto something that had wheels and get him to an area we could do an elevator down to where he could be delivered to a bed. That was an interesting conversation with the hotel that I had the next morning of, yeah, that guy, we found him, it's okay. And they're like, so were the cops involved? Not yet. Please don't. That was a very exciting meeting. The radio was abuzz full of people panicked about finding this large gentleman who was wrapped around a pole in the stairwell. I'm sure there's better, funnier ways to say this, but it was just like really very interesting.
You guys, here's the part of that story we want to leave you with, because once again, furries. That's the thing. I love saying that and hearing your response because, quite frankly, it will never be enough. I know you're laughing, but it's true. We are furries. And that can be personified with Save Event. Because you did hear how this all started. We saw the CSI episode. Guys, don't forget. And I don't think this is true anymore, but until a recent time, that is what people knew about us. Stupid CSI, the MTV 3-part mini-series on being a fucktard, and random shit on 2020 that I didn't know existed until recently because Sandra likes the internet too much. But
We weren't furries. There was not a single furry in Northside when we were first brought in to Anthrocon.
how many furries are in Dorsai now?
Actually, wearing the beret, 3.
That's what we do. And guys, personified in Save Event. Save Event, who wasn't sure about showing up at all, this gentleman's been on staff for 2 years in a row. That's what we do. Yeah, we got so crazy, we got a lawyer into us. It was scary.
It's terrifying. The fucked up part about that is, it was like 3 months after you assholes kidnapped me. And I was going through Stockholm Syndrome really bad. Because I had driven to Indianapolis.
I remember.
And somebody looked at me and they said, "Oh, we didn't kidnap you. We're pretty sure you were always a furry. You just didn't know." And I went home and I'm like, "Well, we're furries now." And apparently we always were. And recently I had a chance to talk to somebody and they said a lot of stuff that it was like, it was knowing this and knowing that and really identifying with certain characters or things like that. And they said, and I don't know if you've had that or not, I'm going, you guys know I grew up on that Robin Hood movie, right? Like, I really liked the character of Little John, I just didn't know there was a thing for that. And now I know. And you assholes are stuck with us. But yeah, and that's the biggest thing that's kind of, your community is gigantic, and it is loving, and it is caring, and you have your freaks, but everybody has their freaks. I have a cousin that I'm pretty sure is like his own grandpa. So, but it's an open and welcoming community for the most part. There's no issue in this community I've seen that isn't out there in the world at large. You're just more open about the good parts, and you're more open about the bad parts. You talk about the bad parts, and you discuss them, and you acknowledge them, at least within the community. And you support each other. I can't tell you how many times I've gotten a text message from somebody going, "Hey, would you mind sending a message to this person or that person because they're feeling down?" And I think that hearing from you would help. Guys, people don't do that normally. It's like, okay, you're feeling bad, go sleep it off and stop bothering me. It's not, okay, you're feeling bad, now let me see what I can do to help the majority of people out there. And it's an amazing community, and I'm glad that you tied me up and dragged me into this. So, because I think I'm Is this where the guy with no legs comes out and pours me champagne?
Bring in the champagne. Where's Andrew? Where are you? Go get the champagne from my room. Hold on, you probably lost your room key. Guys, before we let them leave, let's hear it one more time for Save the Bed and That's right, guys. Look up, guys, how do they find you online?
If you want to find us online, it's saveavet.org with the dashes between save and vet. Yes, it's right here.
Don't use the dashes.
Don't use the dashes, the shirts are wrong. I win.
Ah, you guys are all for a race. Sorry, we have to redact everything in the programming guide. We're throwing that out the window.
Like I said, we have events all over the place, so if you guys ever want to help out or just say hi, look up saveavet.org, and we have a lot of.
But remember, no dashes.
No dashes.
If you use the dashes, you're actually going to look up the suicide hotline for veterinarians.
All right, guys, it is something 30. 11:30. So, guys, technically this panel is over, but the next panel in this room is mine. And we have half an hour. Let me make sure that my roommate grabbed my stuff for the next panel. One moment. Hey, douche nozzle, did you grab everything for the next panel? Question mark. They gave me 18-year-old scotch, period. You're running it, exclamation point. Nice ass. Hey, douche nozzle, did you grab everything for the next panel? They gave me 18-year-old scotch, you're running it. Nice ass, that's perfect. Oh, and it typed it
Yeah,
together.
the best part is he left talk to text on, so as he's reading it out loud and checking, it's typing it again. Hey, douche nozzle, did you grab nice ass, it's sent.
And send.
And check it again.
Okay, I have definitely turned off voice to text at this point. Now I can tell you what I really think about you, period. Nice ass. And sent.
It literally only caught nice ass.
It caught some of Boozy's, I just sent that. Okay, that's sent. Ring, yell something at my phone.
Did it pick it up?
Well, that's rude.
Or an offer?
I'm too long.
I'm not accepting that excuse for not showing up at bank visits.
He's got to be really confused to get that from Alkali.
My phone is weird. Oh, it turned off finally. I think the phone got sick of it and wanted to die. All right, guys. We have been collecting money this entire time. We have a number for you. Now, we will never give you a total number for the entire convention. If you want to know that, you go to closing ceremonies. Oh my God. Thank you. Guys, thank you. Thank you for everything. Guys, this panel has just raised $1,759.60. Guys, that's the fandom for you. This is what we do. This is why we're here. Thank you. Thank you for letting me do stuff like this. Thank you for letting us be up on stage in front of you. Guys, it means the world to us, and quite frankly, always remember one thing. We are helping those who can't help themselves. We are helping the puppies. We are helping the kitties. We are